So, let us now continue on. By the way, Huevos Diablos actually said, are you familiar with Occam's razor? Now, if I'm to remember correctly, doesn't Occam's razor mean that if there's something that's a big unsolved question or mystery, that obviously the most obvious answer is always the right answer? Is that it? I think that's what it is, right? I think now, is that what it means? I think that's what it means. There you go. The simplest explanation is the easiest one. So here's the easiest explanation. All the shit that these idiots say about me cannot be true because last year I got bankruptcy granted. There is no way you can justify that I would have had bankruptcy granted in 2020 if what they're saying is true, unless you're actually going to say that the most complicated scenario where my lawyer, the judge, the case holder, everyone was an idiot, and they're so dumb they didn't understand anything about anything, and they just blanket granted everything, despite the fact that I was in numerous hearings with these people, going line by line through all my shit. I was telling you through the whole process while it was happening, like literally on every stream we were talking about it, right? The most obvious explanation here is it's all bullshit. There's no way that it could be true. It's such an insanely, overly complicated, ridiculous scenario for it to be true that it can't be true. But that's what I mean. They all want to have this insane, complicated explanation. What was the insane thing that they just did a week or two ago? That was the most nuts thing I've ever heard. Something about a picture, a photo that was uploaded that had extra pixels. You're in for it. I couldn't make this up. There was a photo that was uploaded on some chat that had extra pixels, and it proves that you were this and that. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Extra pixels in a photo. What? Are you disgusting? What are you made? What the fuck? Now I'm picking all the wrong attacks because I'm just. All right, I've had enough. I've had enough of this bullshit. I'm done with it. You can take your extra pixels, you can shove them up your fucking ass. We're not talking about this at all again. I'm done with it. Okay. That's so dumb. Anyway, guys, now we can get back on topic for the next hour, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the top contributors of the night. Impact with a 1,050-bit cheer. Appreciate that. Xenacat with a $4.20 tip. We're on $10 a tip so far tonight. We're an hour into the stream, only $10 a tip. I would appreciate more contributions if possible, if you like what I do. Sadly, this may be the last Yakuza stream because it looks like the majority of people have voted against it. I am going to wait and balance in any feedback I get from YouTube viewers as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're like, I've enjoyed these chill streams and I want to see them continue, and I do want to see Phil eventually go back to that super dungeon another time and try to do it. Please give me that feedback. Or if it's like, no, actually, I'm tired of you fucking playing this, I wish you'd stop, then give me that feedback too. I need more feedback, okay? I hear you, Derek. I'm with you on that, and I laid down the law. If you weren't here the 2 times that I had to do this on pre-stream, Derek, I said I've had enough of people harassing regulars and contributors to my streams. I've had enough, and I've laid down the law about it. And I said there's not happening anymore. If I see it, it's an instant ban. And no more jokes about it, nothing. It's not allowed. Because I agree with you that just because you're a regular, and because, you know, I talk to certain people on stream a lot, because they ask positive questions and contribute, doesn't mean that they should then be harassed. They should have people impersonating them. I picked the wrong enemy. People impersonating them on the internet and pretending to be them. It's just really fucked up and stupid that people do that. And it's not fair. Just because you're someone who watches someone stream doesn't mean then you should be subject to fucking online harassment, you know? So I laid down the law. It's not gonna happen. If people are trying to do it, they're permanently banned the second that I fucking see it. And I'm sorry that it happens. I wish I could stop it, but sadly, you know, people are just no-life losers. So, not much you can do about it. I'm not gonna try to kill this guy because I missed. What? Oh, good. I can just rapid shot him. There we go. Oh, let's see here. Local Nomad to me $5. He says, can we sub out Dark Side Debunker and Dark Side Chill? What do you mean sub out? I don't know what you mean by that, Local Nomad. But I thank you for the $5 tip. I don't know what the hell you mean by sub out. I don't know if this is a joke or not. I don't understand exactly what you're saying. At all. Just kill these guys. Shirtless Mofo did 1,051-bit cheer. I mean, the top cheer, he says, don't worry, man, we got you. Fuck the haters. I missed a bunch of the Yakuza streams. Are we finishing the final dungeon? We can. We went there. I killed the first group of enemies. We walked into the next room. One enemy walked up and said, boop, to Kasuga, and insta-killed him. And that's it. When Kasuga dies, it's game over. So, there's no way. If I can't even survive one fucking, one hit from the enemies, I can't survive the final dungeon. So, it's either a matter of grinding more, like grinding another month, once a week, leveling up these jobs, and then going back to the dungeon, or just dropping the game altogether. And I don't know what people want. That's what I'm trying to ask. Fruits Cheer said, how's the new DualSense PS5 controller? What do you mean by new? I don't have a new one. Both of them are pretty much equally the same thing. I like the DualSense. I think that the DualSense is a giant step up from the PS4 controller. I honestly didn't really like the PS4 controller. I told you guys last gen that I really like the feel of the Xbox One controller and did not like the PS. I thought the PS4 controller was too skinny in your hand, didn't have enough weight to it, and it didn't have a good enough grip. This controller, they buffed it up, beefed it up a bit, and I think that actually is much better for gaming and feels a lot better naturally, especially for longer play sessions, than the PS4 controller did. It's funny because this controller is very similar to the form factor of both the Xbox One controller and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So it's like everyone now is going for the same form factor in their controllers now. It's seriously like it's all the same. So let's go. We get alive. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Rick Stevens, Europe, cheers. I think you should show your old WWE game. All right, you're out of here. Here we go. I've already explained a million times why I'm not doing that, and you literally just derailed the stream. We just said we're not talking about it anymore, so I'm sorry, you're out of here. Major Riot cheer, and he says, how can YouTube viewers leave feedback on a Yakuza 7 when you disable comments? I literally just said they can either email me or they can tweet me. That's how. Or, if they can make a live stream, they can come by and say, hey, Phil, so I saw your video, and here's what I think. Right? That's what they can do. So. Oh shit. Ah, my nose.
Watch me.
I got this.
All right.
Weak shot. I give it for you.
Wah!
How about a fight?
Ugh.
Let's go.
Hey there, baby's pretending like he just saw the video on YouTube. He's, oh, I just saw the video on YouTube. We should drop the game right now. You start root, I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. The thing is, with the people who have termed themselves my detractors or haters or whatever you want to call them, they somehow have the uncanny ability to latch onto a single person and then obsess about them. There doesn't even have to be like a legitimate reason. There doesn't have to be like a logical justification for their actions. They just do it. They've done it with me. They've done it with many other people. If you take a look at the people who are harassed on the internet, a lot of these people go and harass all of them. You know, sadly, Derek, I hate to say it, he's a regular. He's a very positive influence on the streams. He usually has pertinent questions. He talks about things that are interesting to the topics we're talking about. And for some reason, these people don't like that. My God, someone who's a regular to Phil's streams, who's you know, a good positive influence, and basically doesn't talk shit about Phil or anything, but enjoys the streams for what they are. God forbid there to be a legit fan to Phil's content, so let's harass that guy. The other thing about Derek is, let's be honest here, Derek does not sit here and contribute tons of funds or money to the streams. It's not even like, oh, this is a whale who we wanna jump on. He's just a regular viewer. There's nothing wrong with him at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't even hold anything like that against him if you didn't like me. They're just assholes. They would try to find people who are like, you know, innocent and just want to be positive on the street. Let's just harass that person for no fucking reason. That's what they are. And, you know, you can just sit here, you can guess, and you can try to, like, make hypotheses about it. You know, and there's people out there who have made hypotheses about it. Some of the stuff I'm not even going to say, because God forbid that you actually say something like what do some of the people actually think about those people. I probably get banned from Twitch. Let's put it that way. It's not flattering stuff. Okay. Personally, I don't know. I don't know why they do it. I don't care. I don't want to put myself into the mindset of assholes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put myself into the mindset of someone who obsesses over someone else, because I don't want to think that way. I would never obsess over someone or do something fucked up to someone like that in my life. Never. You know, so I can't even put myself in that situation to try to, you know, guess what the fuck they're doing. I don't care. I just want them to stop. But sadly, again, these people become so obsessive, they can't stop. They can't even stop themselves or control themselves from doing fucked up things. Shirley's Mofo Cheers. How is it possible for your characters to be this high level and still get bopped at one hit? Is the grind really that insane? Yeah. So I guess what it is
Stats going up. Take it.
the base level is one thing, but every time you're leveling up these jobs, you see the base stats go up more and more. And what it is, there's certain base points, okay, that stick. So if you max out 4 or 5 jobs, your base stats of your character continue to go up, even if you've already maxed out your base level up to 99. Your stats will still keep going up. So if you level up 3, 4 jobs, your character ends up being like a bunch better. So not to say that I feel that I'm ever going to become like doubly as good as I am now, but I think what I would need to do is grind in every job to the point where I can at least not die to an insta hit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe they take a big chunk out of my health, these enemies in the super dungeon, but I'm not going to die instantly. That's what happened. The enemy walked up to Kasuga, hit once. It's one of those 2-hit attacks. It was like hit, he just died. He went right down. I'm like, Jesus. Ridiculous, man.
Watch me.
Okay, likely, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I really enjoy these shows with you guys, but being that tonight was pretty defeated, like, I was pretty defeated tonight trying to do this, I think this may be the last one, unless I get a big group of people saying, no, we want you to keep doing it. I mean, do you really want to grind like this for another month, honestly, right? Major Rice, do you like the smell of gasoline or something that not everyone likes? Not really. Like, gasoline is usually very, very strong, right? Smell hurts the nostrils. I don't think that I would want it to. I don't think I like gasoline. No, I can't dig at something like that.
Well,
The Adeli Tesla says, is there something they recommend for the dungeon? Yes, they recommend level 99 and level 90 job level. I went in their characters level 99, level 99 job, and insta-kill. So it doesn't mean anything. Their recommended level doesn't matter. Their recommended level is bullshit.
take this. The fury of nature. Get alive.
You're in for it now.
Well, I screwed up. I was supposed to hit him multiple times. I didn't. Zelda mini series, any interest in Bravely Default 2? I mean, I never played the first one, so I don't know why I would play the second one. I don't know. I don't think I have anything yet that they're weak to. They're weak to. Oh wait, they're weak to this. I don't have anything multi-hit to hit him with. I'm just gonna wait and have Jungi shoot him with the guns.
Watch this.
I don't know.
Nature's about to get furious.
Loss is more than a feeling, or Bon Jovi's living on a prayer. I think more than a feeling. I like more than a feeling.
Let's go. You wanna fight?
New Star Root Cheers, and when you go back to Minecraft with the new world, when the new update and the new generation comes out, I feel like Minecraft was the high point of your stream since there was the competition for top tipper, and other games recently haven't had that incentive for people to tip, so you might incentivize people to tip. I don't know. I really want to start over. After 2 years of playing Minecraft and now almost a year away, do I really want to completely start the fuck over? I don't think so, man. I think what we need is we need something new. We need something new and fun as a chill stream. I don't think bringing back the old shit that I did a million times and at this point I haven't touched in ages is the right approach. I think we need something new. I do. Okay.
Watch me.
Yeah. No, Jackbox is done.
Excellent.
Because here's why. When I played Jackbox, what was happening? 100% trolling. Pretty much no legitimate fans were able to even get into the Jackbox matches that we did. It was just constant harassment and stupidity. Now, at the time, if you actually go back and watch the Jackbox shit, all the insults were personal. It'd be one thing if it was like, oh, here's people making fun of Phil and you know, his streaming life. It was mostly personal insults and shit about, you know, other people, my relationships, my family. It was fucked up. And I laughed it off at that point, but as you guys know, in the last 3 to 4 years, I've turned my life into a different direction. My personal life is now personal. I don't talk that much about my personal life purposely on the streams anymore. I separate that. So number one, I can have a work-life balance where it doesn't always cross over. And number two, so people just can't harass myself and my wife constantly about our private life behind the scenes. I don't want to do a Jackbox stream and then open the floodgates of that shit again. So I'm not doing it. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time. It really is a waste of time. There's no point in doing it. Okay. I know it sucks because, you know, it was interesting to do those interactive style streams for the little bit that I did. I didn't do it for very long. I think I only did 2 Jackbox streams, right? But they were definitely unique and different and neat. But immediately, you saw, it wasn't even like, oh, there was one good stream. It was like trolling, insults, trolling, like. So what's the point? That's the thing. If you don't want that kind of behavior, then don't give opportunity for it. You know what I mean? Why create a stream with the potential for that to happen? Just don't do it. Do other stuff. There's a million other things to do where there's no potential for that harassment, you know? Well, let's see here. Shirtless Mofo. It looks like he tipped me, actually. Shirtless Mofo was recorded, dude. He says, is there any way he could see the enemy that insta-killed me? It's recorded. Just watch the video later. Watch the first video from tonight. You'll see. He's a fucking... one of those stupid guys that looks like a mad scientist, like Dr. Wily or whatever. He just goes... he's just doing normal shit. Turn 1, he buffed his attack. And then turn 2, he just walked up to Kasuga and went punch, kick, and killed him instantly. Because he buffed his attack. And that was the end of it. Like, there's nothing I could do about it. It's fucked up. So yes, this is legit. Shirtless Mofo sent me $20 when he's asked that. I just wanted to confirm it was him, and it is. Thank you for the very generous tip, Shirtless. Let's get you on the leaderboard. So we're now up to $35 of tips, and FYI, we've got roughly, I'd say about 40, 45 minutes left on the stream. Jackalese is here. Timmy, $5.30 says, I feel a Metroid-style stream would be good for late-night chill stuff. Well, it would definitely have to be late-night chill. There's no way I could play a Metroidvania game as an extended playthrough. I tried it with several different games over the years. It's never worked. It's always just been constant complaint about people being bored. So if it was made to be, purposely made to be a late-night chill stream, then it might work. Okay? By the way, if you guys aren't aware, Hollow Knight, which is Metroidvania but also has very, very tough combat, much like Dark Souls, is in the running for Viewer's Choice. I don't know how it's doing because I haven't checked the poll in a bit, but over this weekend I will be taking a look at those votes to see what's legit. So. Wow. Oh, now, hold on a second. No. We gotta pause everything. An anonymous gifter went out of their way to do something very nice and gifted a subscription to Evilibrium. Evilibrium's first response in the stream chat is, wow, not tier 3, what the fuck? What an asshole. Holy shit. Anyway, let's continue. Wow. That's pretty impressively... impressively ungrateful. I mean, I can't make him be grateful for a gifted sub, but damn. That's impressively ungrateful. Not even a tier 3. Holy shit. Derek says, I love the chill Yakuza streams, but another month of grinding is way too much. I did love you playing the main story of Yakuza. Right. And it's kind of a shame because I kind of wish that that one of two things had happened. I wish that either that the PS5 version of Yakuza 7 had come out way earlier, so we maybe could have transitioned from the PS4 version to the 5 version during my actual playthrough of the game, or and by the way, and then your save could carry over. Or I wish that maybe the PS5 version of the game had come out way later, because if we had waited like a year, then maybe I would have wanted to play the game again on PS5. But now it's kind of like, do I want to play it on PS5 starting from scratch? No. Do I want to continue to grind in the super dungeon? No.
Well, I got this.
So I guess we're done. I guess tonight is the last hurrah for this. And I apologize to those who really wanted to see it. Unless, again, something changes, I am looking for input from the YouTube viewers as well. Let's see what the YouTube viewers have to say. Okay.
Bring it
Let's
on.
go.
Hello to Zykion Gaming. How you doing?
Good times.
I did it!
She did it. Yatai. It's like Chun-Li. Yatai. That's Japanese, right? Yatai is Japanese for I did it? I think so. That was like the first foreign language, Asian language I learned. Yatai! She poses in Street Fighter 2 with the peace sign.
Watch me.
You want to fight? Get alive.
Oh, it's Polish? Okay, it's Polish. I didn't realize that. Yeah, it's Polish.
Prepare to suffer.
Oh, it's Yata? It's not Yatai, it's Yata. Yata! I did it. Yeah, she says that when she wins in Street Fighter 2.
You're in for it.
Instar thank you for the cheer. No, I'm not shouting out Elon Just. I refuse. Sorry.
Watch this. Thunder and lightning.
Easy, I'm afraid.
Nice.
What level are these guys at? He's now at 20... 23? No, 60.
Hell yeah.
And he's at 93. 92. So they're getting to 99. They're getting close. Would I go on Joe Rogan podcast? What the fuck do you think I would talk about on the Joe Rogan podcast exactly? Why would Joe Rogan want to talk to me? What? You're out of your mind. Joe Rogan has interviewed the likes of Elon Musk, one of the richest guy on the planet. You know, he's not going to interview me, stupid. What a dumb question. But I would wear jeans if I went on Joe Rogan. Yes, I would wear jeans. That's correct. I would not wear pajama pants.
Let's go. Get alive.
Contrary to idiotic belief, I don't wear pajama pants outside of my house.
Take this.
That doesn't happen.
Try this. Let's go.
You're in for it now.
What Tonight shows that I used to watch back in the day? Usually David Letterman, and then later on Conan O'Brien. Those were the only two I ever watched. Never watched Leno, never watched any of those other ones that were like, I think it's like Craig Ferguson and stuff like that. Never watched any of those. It was just, first it was Dave Letterman, and later on it was Conan.
Mission apparent. Well. You're in it now. Take your best. Gift for you.
Oh, well, I'm gonna ban Aqua Waffles.
Eyes on me.
Aqua Waffles 7.
Weak. I got
Fucking
this.
stupid name. Still talking about the dumb shit. Yes, he's still talking about the same dumb shit that everyone has said to move on about. And I moved on from. He's still talking about it, so he's a fucking idiot.
I feel the stats going up.
I'll take it.
He feels his stats.
Nice. Sweet.
I'm getting stronger!
Jaggalese Cheers says Joe Rogan has shown interest in YouTubers. Yeah, nothing like me. Trust me, nothing like me. So I'm just gonna ignore what you're saying because it's stupid. Okay, let's continue. Jesus, you're stupid. No, Derek, I never saw that movie. He says there was a movie where Jim Carrey was Andy Kaufman. I never saw that movie ever.
You're in it now.
I don't even know what it's called.
Take this. Take this.
Get away.
I got this.
Bring it on.
Let's go.
You want to fight?
Ooh.
Nice slap up.
So itchy.
Okay. Oh, did I say Jackalese? It's not Jackalese, it's Jay Hawkwood. I said I'm sorry, Jackalese. If I said your name, I don't know, I'm so used to saying names with the J, I say Jackalese. No, that was Jay Hawkwood who said Joe Rogan has shown interest in YouTubers and Twitch streamers. It was not, I'm sorry, Jackalese, my bad. Didn't mean to say your name. It was Jay Hawkwood who was stupid. Okay. Ninstar Russo's best SNL movie for humans coneheads? Oh man, SNL movies. That's a tough one. I mean, technically, when you think about it,
Get serious.
Wayne's World is a fucking SNL movie. Wayne's World is from SNL. And then they turned it into a successful movie franchise, so I would say Wayne's World, actually. Because they tried after Wayne's World to emulate and make a ton more. Like, they united the Roxbury, and what was it, the fucking, the stupid girl who's awkward and shit. I forget what the hell it was, but like they tried to emulate that. They never got back to being as good as Wayne's World did. So MacGruber was one. That's right, MacGruber was one. What was the one? No, it was the girl who was awkward, like an awkward teenage girl. And she would like sniff her fucking armpits and shit. It was disgusting. I never thought, ever once, I never thought that it was funny on SNL. And then they made a movie about it. I was like, what the fuck are they thinking? Just because you know, pay dirt, you hit the jackpot with Wayne's World doesn't mean that every skit from fucking SNL needs to become a movie. Anyway. Oh, nothing. Okay.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Pat. Pat is not a fucking what I'm talking about. People are just being stupid. I remember the Coneheads movie with Dan Aykroyd. I do remember it. I thought it was alright, but it was just kind of alright. Like, I thought there was some funny parts and some stupid parts, but it wasn't, like, amazing. Like, Wayne's World is fucking legit funny. You can still watch it to this day, and even though it's massively outdated now, it's still a funny fucking movie, you know? It was called Superstar? That's what it was called? Okay. See, I just remember I hated the skits on SNL, and then they made a movie about it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're just talking about throwing your money out.
Oh, it's done.
Well.
Andre Lee, thank you for the $1.30 tip. The best thing to do is to ignore all the bullshit. Seriously. Just ignore it, because the more you bring it up, the more nonsense these people try to suck you down into their bullshit. So just ignore the nonsense. Don't even mention it. I've definitely learned that. Oh my god, these guys are annoying.
Don't get cocky. Try this. I'm up. You're serious now. It's go time.
Oh, King Michael says, which do you think is better, Wayne's World 1 or 2? Of course, the first one's always better. The second one in particular was not bad, but the first one was always better with movies like that. No, I've never seen this movie Pop Star. I've never seen that one. Never heard of it.
Do yours. Watch me.
Take your best shot. Take this. A gift for you. Well.
It really is such a fucking... I'm disappointed that we spent over a month grinding like this, and we're not going to get to beat the Super Dungeon. They just made it so ridiculously nuts and overpowered. That's very disappointing to me. I do enjoy chilling with you guys. I do enjoy these streams, but after all the effort put in, it really is a pain in the ass that we can't beat it.
Watch this. Thunder and lightning.
Well, Vacation movie is my favorite. It's always going to be Christmas Vacation. That's the funniest one in my opinion. But it's hard for me to remember the difference between like the original and European Vacation. They're both good movies, but like they kind of blend together. I think I remember the European one better because the European one's the one where they get stuck in the cul-de-sac, they can't get out and shit like that. That's funny. I didn't like Vegas Vacation. I remember seeing Vegas Vacation with my dad in the theaters, and we had liked all the other Vacation movies, and we were like, it ain't even very funny. Like, it's like they kind of lost their way with it.
Let's go.
Watch me.
I'm up. Well, let's do it.
Well, Rick Steve 05, he's on his 5th account now. Just cheered and said that SPB Original wants to know who would play me in the Dark Side film movie saga. I've told you guys, you have to go with my essential body double, Danny DeVito. You have to go with him. He was just fucking like me.
Look at me go. Strong.
Ninstar Root Chitty says, with your self-deprecating humor, would you call yourself the modern-day Rodney Dangerfield? No.
I did it!
No. He was much, much more funny than I ever am. Are you kidding me? You're telling me you think that I can hold a candle to the comedy of Rodney Dangerfield? That guy was a fucking genius. Hilarious humor. Classic. Like, there's no way I could ever say I would anything near as funny as that guy. He was way too good, man. I'm no professional comedian. I joke around a little bit when I play games. Let's see here. Pueblos Diablos Cheery says Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker is a good movie. Never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about. Local Nomad cheered and he said, if there was a DSP movie, I'd choose either John Cusack or Pierce Brosnan. What the? What the fuck are you talking about? Ryan Gosling. Also, I'm being told Ryan Gosling. Oh, they all look just like me. No, you want to know who looks closer to me? Like, seriously, like Bill Murray, or, you know, that kind of like of a guy, but he's much older than me. If there was a younger Bill Murray. I don't say it, by the way. No, I'm not funny like Bill Murray. I'm not saying that at all either. I'm just saying, like, kind of maybe look similar. In truth, I don't think anyone really looks like me in Hollywood, right? No, there's no one ugly enough to say that they look like me in Hollywood. It's crazy. No one, not someone that looks like a butt like me. Travolta? John Travolta? All right, there you go. John Travolta. The only obvious choice. You honestly think I look like John Goodman? When I wear the vest and the glasses, I look like the character he played in Big Lebowski, but I don't think I actually look like John Goodman or he looks like me. I don't believe that. Ricky Gervais, I mean, kind of, but is Ricky Gervais really Hollywood? I always think he's like fringe. He hates Hollywood. He's not in movies or anything. You know what I mean? Like, very rarely is he in, was he in a Muppet movie or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, he's not mainstream Hollywood. He's very much just British comedian, right? Like a British exclusive kind of guy. Steven Seagal.
You're in it now.
Oh, of course, Dave Chappelle. The spitting image of Dave Chappelle. Oh my god. This is getting worse. We have to stop this right now. Ricky Gervais is a night at the museum? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
Take your best shot. Let's go.
The guy from Clerks? Yeah, I don't remember the actor's name.
It's go time. Yeah.
The thing is, you guys keep naming people older than me. If there's someone gonna play me, it has to be someone younger than me. It can't be someone older than me.
Cool.
Well, here we go. Full Metal Herbalist says 100% Daniel Day-Lewis or Gary Oldman. In truth, I believe Daniel Day-Lewis or Gary Oldman could play any role perfectly. They're so good. Those are seriously like insane actors could do anything in any fucking movie possible. So yes, they could probably play me. I don't know how they would do it. They'd have to de-age or whatever, but yeah, they could do it. Vin Diesel, there you go. Vin Diesel. Now you've done it. Now we found the correct answer.
You wanna fight? Get alive. Let's go.
I don't care anymore. It doesn't even matter what I really do here. It doesn't.
Get serious. Take this.
Do I really think my life could be made into a Hollywood movie or a made-for-TV movie? I mean, I would say my life is incredibly boring and therefore couldn't be made into a movie at all. Except that, if you've ever seen some of those Lifetime TV movies, they're even more boring than my life, so... maybe if they could be a movie, then I guess my life could be a movie too. Because damn, those things are terrible and boring.
Well,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can take your best shot. Take this. A gift for you.
I would direct the movie. Oh, that's outstanding. I would direct the movie. That sounds great. Despite the fact I have no idea about any kind of direction skills at all, of course, I would direct the movie. Oh my god, excuse me. So, see, contrary to popular belief, I didn't direct Project 7, really. We group wrote the plot. Like, we group wrote the scenarios, and really it was Respect the Pack. Those guys kind of directed it. They were the ones who were filming, and they were the ones who were like, okay, we know what we want to get from the plot, but here's how to do it, and here's how we'll get the shot and stuff like that. I didn't really direct it at all. They did. In Star Rune Chase, do you think people should separate the art from the artist? For example, Bill Cosby the actor and comedian versus Bill Cosby the man, or Hitler the artist versus Hitler the person? Alright, let's start with the first half, alright? Bill Cosby the artist versus Bill Cosby the man. I kind of feel that like Bill Cosby's greatest stuff that he did in his life. Then again, this could be wrong. I was gonna say like it happened before he became a disgusting, lecherous, gross, fucking sex abuser. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was a comedian and then he was on the sitcom. And during that time period, I guess none of that shit was happening. It wasn't until after that, right? I could be wrong, but it's like if he was good at what he did, and then I guess as he got older, I don't know, he lost his fucking mind or something. I don't unless he's been like that all along and we just don't know it, right? Jesus. Because the thing is, you know, yeah, just like everyone, back then I watched The Cosby Show. Admittedly, I watched The Cosby Show with my parents who would watch it and thought that it was entertaining. And it's hard when someone does something heinous, right? Like really heinous. It's all right. What I should say is there's degrees of separation too. So for example, all right, someone has different political views than me, but I like to watch them in a television show or a movie. I think that's acceptable. You can have a different political party, have different political views, but then if for someone to be like a hardcore criminal, a sex abuser, that's a little different, I feel. Like, I don't know. Like, admittedly, Cosby, like, I really don't want to ever watch Cosby in anything ever again. Ever. Like, I don't even want to go back and watch The Cosby Show. You know what I mean? Like, I have no desire to do for any of that. Because I'm kind of grossed out at what a fucking horrible person the guy is. It's been proven in a court of law that the guy was a rapist. He admitted it on tape. So, like, I don't know if I would want to go back and ever watch the stuff he's done. Because it's such an egregious thing that he did. You know what I mean? Can you even see it in the same light? I don't know. Now, if you think that Hitler the artist versus Hitler the person who ordered and basically orchestrated the mass killing of Jews and also others in Europe is like, oh yeah, I can just appreciate his art. Piss on his fucking art. Take a big duty dump right on it. You're out of your mind. I know, we all remember. Lo Piag, I can't read this guy's name. I have no idea how to pronounce it. But he says, I remember reading his children's book. Dude, when I was growing up, Fat Albert was a huge cartoon. And I used to watch that as a kid. Then I would fucking watch the Cosby Show on TV. Jello pudding. He was the Jello pudding advertisement guy. Jello pudding and Jello pudding pops and shit. Like, he was the guy always advertising Jello. He was on TV all the time to advertising the kids. You know, like, he was a part of my childhood.
Watch me.
Pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up.
I'm afraid.
No, I didn't read Hitler's children's book. We're talking about Cosby. Oh my god. Oh, everyone called me the Hitler of gaming. Of course they do. It's very accurate, right? I'm definitely the worst out of all the content creators out there. I'm definitely the worst gaming content creator. There's zero value to anything I do, right? Hitler. Yeah, a great comparison there.
Let's go. Get alive.
A gift for you.
Take your best shot. Let's go.
Someone just said something interesting. I didn't catch their name. They said, do I feel it's interesting that in the case of George Floyd last year, we all know this is the man who was murdered essentially by a police officer while he was being apprehended for supposedly using a counterfeit bill at a corner store or whatever. And of course, that basically spearheaded the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Is it interesting to see how the reaction to something like that is different? Like, everyone assumes George Floyd was innocent of wrongdoing, that the cop murdered him. While with Cosby, everyone just assumed he was guilty right off the bat. See, I don't believe that at all. Here's what I believe. It's based on seeing is believing. Okay? That's what I believe. So, if there was video evidence of George Floyd inside of a store, giving a counterfeit bill, doing heavy drugs, if that was all on camera, and then video evidence of the cop trying to apprehend him and him acting crazy and fighting the cop, right? And then the video evidence of him being kneeled on and killed. If all that happened and it was all on video, I don't know if the same reaction would have happened as of what we saw. What we saw was him being kneeled on by a cop till he died. Period. That's what we saw. And that's going to portray or convey a certain emotion and a certain belief in people, right? Right? You say everyone immediately assumed that Bill Cosby was guilty. I didn't hear that. When the accusations were coming out, I think a lot of people were actually defending Cosby and saying this is not true and all of that. And it was only after several investigations and many women coming forward and finally compiling tons of evidence that they all could believe that, okay, Cosby's guilty. You know what I mean? Now, we had video evidence of Cosby immediately doing a heinous sexual act. I think that everyone would have immediately condemned him and said, why not? He's guilty, no matter what, right? So, this is kind of what I'm thinking is, seeing is believing when it comes to humans. And initially, it didn't matter what it doesn't matter, honestly, what the actual situation is with what happened with George Floyd. It doesn't matter. All that happens is the first thing we all saw was the video of a cop kneeling on him for an extended period of time while he was gasping for breath, saying he couldn't breathe, and then he died. That's all we saw. And it doesn't matter what the circumstances around that are, that reaction, the gut reaction is, my God, that man was murdered. We saw it on camera. Not any other circumstances around it. You know what I'm saying? It's seeing is believing. That's what you saw. And that's what people then believe, you see? And same thing with Cosby. We didn't have outright evidence of him doing these things until many women had to come forward and accuse him and then have all the evidence reviewed and the like. So maybe if we had it right on camera right from the start, immediately people would have believed it, because they didn't. I think that's the opposite. I don't think that anyone really believed it at first. How can you believe that someone who was called America's dad was this heinous guy, right?
Thunder.
Bring it on.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, Ninstar Root Shooter said, do you think They Live was a documentary? John Carpenter was a visionary. They Live, the movie about aliens invading, and you need to have secret glasses to see through and see the aliens? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I should be the next America's Dad? Oh, definitely. That's right up my alley. I don't know anything about Army Hammer being a cannibal. I don't follow that shit. I really don't care. I straight up just don't give a fuck. Jerry says, what are 5 of my favorite Jim Carrey movies? Well, definitely S Ventura 1 and 2, Liar Liar, Bruce Almighty, and probably Truman Show. There you go. There you go. And now people will say, what about The Mask? What about Batman and Robin? And what about, you know, or not Batman and Robin, which was Batman Forever? I mean, he's good in those too. Dumb and Dumber, no, I actually don't really care about Dumb and Dumber. I've only seen it a couple times. I don't think it's a very good movie. I think it's kind of shitty, honestly. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I don't like. I thought it was crappy. Dumb and Dumber's #1. See, I never liked the movie. I only saw it a couple times. I just didn't like it. Listen, I like Jim Carrey as an actor. I just don't like Dumb and Dumber. You gotta give me a pass on this one. Not everyone likes the same stuff. I don't like Dumb and Dumber. The Majestic? I don't think I ever saw The Majestic. Can I do an Ace Ventura impression? Alrighty then. I loved those movies. Ace Ventura 1 and 2. I really enjoyed them. Timbo Slice Cheers said Biden said people will start seeing $1,400 checks deposited this weekend, and all states will open shots up to everyone no later than May 1st. Timbo, I read the news. I read the news. I know all this. You don't have to like cheer to kill us all this, and I don't think anyone really cares about that stuff on my gameplay stream anyway. Can I name 5 of my favorite Danny DeVito movies? Oh God. See, the Danny DeVito movies are like literally all 80s and 90s movies, and they weren't movies that I watched a lot of. I know he was good in Twins with Schwarzenegger. I remember that being a really funny movie. Throw Mama from the Train is one everyone talks about. Him and Billy Crystal had great rapport in that. Batman Returns. Like, I can't even. I don't think I can even name 5 Danny DeVito movies. I don't think I can.
Take this. Try this.
Okay.
I'm up. You're in it now.
Watch me.
DeVito was in Space Jam. What? Danny DeVito was in Space Jam? Are you serious? I don't fucking remember that. I've never seen Deck the Halls. Danny DeVito, no. Never seen that.
I'm getting stronger.
When was Danny DeVito in Space Jam? The only I remember Michael Jordan and Bill Murray. That's the only humans I remember in Space Jam. Did I see Les Mis? Yes, I did see Les Mis. I thought it was a... Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Les Mis. It's a great musical. It's a great movie. The music in it is amazing. The singing, the acting. The plot is the most depressing fucking thing ever, and I hated it. When the movie ended, I was like, I wish I never saw this fucking movie. Because I respected all the actors. I respected all the work put into it. It's the most depressing fucking story ever. I was like, why did I want to watch this? It's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like The Last of Us 2, where I don't want to spend my time on something that's supposed to be entertaining and then feel shitty when it's over, right? Like, I literally 100% felt like shit playing The Last of Us 2 even when it ended, and I felt like shit when Les Mis ended. I was like, damn, I'm depressed as fuck. Why did I watch that? It's the same thing. Ninstar says, what slasher movie villain do I think I could beat? Oh my god, a slasher movie villain? The thing is, there's some of the movies, like for example, Scream, the killer's never the same person ever. It's always someone different. So it's like it's not someone who's hyper smart or whatever. See, you can't beat those superhumans. You can't kill Michael Myers. You can't beat Jason. You know what I mean? Fuck it, you'll never beat Freddy Krueger. Those guys are supernatural. You have to find like a slasher movie killer who's like a human who you can outsmart, right? Forget Saw, because as smart as you ever are in Saw, there's always some other background plot going on behind the scenes for the next 4 movies, and you get fucked over anyway. Even if you survive, you die. So fuck Saw. That's out. Every time you think Saw's over, oh wow, someone actually survived Saw. It's like, nah, it's the new spin-off series. What was the one they just did a couple years ago? Now they're doing another one called Spiral. It's like, dude, this shit never ends. Saw's never over. It's Saw, and then another one, and then Spiral. Oh, it was Jigsaw. First it was Saw, then it was Jigsaw, now it's Spiral. It never ends. So even if you survive the series, they bring you back for another sequel, you die. Moving up. I said, fuck that. I don't want to be in those movies. And by the way, has anyone seen Chris Rock in any of these movies? Like, I know he was in Fargo, and now he's gonna be in this Spiral. I guess like he's playing all these detectives now, and apparently he's good. Like he keeps getting like typecast almost as being a detective, which is cool. You know, I like him as a comedian. I would like to see him as like a serious actor, and I've never seen him as like anything but a comedic actor.
Oh, it's done. Watch me.
Oh, really? Dan DeVito voiced the antagonist in Space Jam. I didn't know that. Okay. Samuel L. Jackson's in Spiral too? What the hell's going on?
Let's go.
What a cast.
You're in for it now.
It's go time.
Oh, an Instar Room choose The Last of Us 2 is not the Schindler's List of games, it's the Les Mis of games. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Actually, holy fuck. Yes. I agree. The Last of Us 2 is the Les Mis of games. You know what? Oh my god. No, hold on. That's fucking perfect. That describes it to a T. 100% right. The Last of Us 2 is the Les Mis of video games. Because there's people out there who like the plot and respect its artistic quality as an amazing musical film or whatever, but there's people just as opposed to that who don't like it because they think that the plot is too dark and depressing. That's exactly how I feel about The Last of Us 2. That's 100% correct. Yes. The Last of Us 2 is the Les Mis of video games to me. To me. That is the best, most accurate way you can describe that game. Yes. Yes.
Well,
Timbo Slice cheered. He said many second movies don't need to happen like Anchorman 2 and Ted 2. Let's pray they never make Step Brothers 2. Yeah, so Anchorman 2, I thought there was like 2 funny scenes in the whole movie. One of them was when they're in the camper and the fucking the scorpions flying around and shit. And there's one other one. There were like 2 scenes I thought were funny. After that, the rest of the movie I thought was terrible. Ted 1, I legit love the movie. I thought Ted 1 was a hilarious movie. I don't think I laughed a single time watching Ted 2.
Let's go.
So I have to agree with you there. It's just like these comedies have unnecessary sequels, you know. Everyone gives a choose. Did you ever see the musical film Phantom of the Opera? I saw the musical in New York City on Broadway. Yeah, I saw it with my parents. We went and watched it, and it was really good. It was really well done. The music of the night. Sing for me, my angel of music. I was the Phantom.
it's done.
I was the Phantom. See, my face isn't deformed, but they made me wear the mask anyway, and I'm so ugly. There you go.
Get caught. Take this. Take this. Let's go.
Eyes on me.
I got this.
All right, guys, we're winding down here. Only about maybe 5 to 10 more minutes left on the stream, so get your final goodbyes to Yakuza, because this is going to be it for it, I feel. Unless we have a change of heart over the next... Maybe over the next week, the Phantom Thieves will go behind the scenes and go into our palaces and change our hearts and make us really want to play this again, but I don't know if I'm really foreseeing that happening. I'm just saying. Can I sing some of Soul Man? Is there much to sing? Is it just I'm a soul man? No, I'm a soul man. And that's really all I know of it, so there you go.
Prepare to suffer.
Timbo Slices, what elective classes did I take in high school? I went to a Catholic high school. There were no electives. What it was you were, by your grade point average, essentially, you were classed into a certain level of classes. So there was like standard, like, and then mid, and then honors, and then high honors. And so I was always in the high honors classes. So I took classes such as, like advanced algebra, calculus, stuff like that. And also British literature and stuff like that, while everyone else basically took lower level classes. But I didn't have the option to take any electives in high school at all. I was put into this group and we were forced to take the high level classes. Oh, Latin, I had to take Latin too, where no one else in the school had to take Latin but the high honors kids. Okay. Yes, I took calculus. Absolutely, I took calculus. I was pretty good at it. What's my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street? See, there's a few of them that are good. I think it's real more about scenes than the overall movie. You know what? One that I liked a lot, that a lot of people shit on, is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. The one that tried to make Nightmare on Elm Street, like, cross over to be real, like, break the fourth wall. I actually really liked that movie, while most people hate it. I actually liked that movie legit. I thought it was really well done. I think it creeped me out more than the original movies because it tried to make it feel like it was real, like breaking the fourth wall. You know what I mean? I like those. I like when they do that in horror movies.
Let's go.
Bring it on.
Oh my god, Derek says, what are my favorite David Hasselhoff movies? Like David Hasselhoff. The actor of our times, David Hasselhoff. I don't even know a single movie he's been in. Oh my god.
I'll show you how it's done. Watch me.
You're weak. I got this.
Alright, last one and we can get out of here.
A gift for you.
Oh man.
Let's do it.
Have I ever played a flight sim on stream? Not a flight sim. I played a few flight games. Remember I played, was it Ace Combat that I played back in the day? Like over 10 years ago? I think it was an Ace Combat game that I played. But I never did a straight up flight sim or anything like that. Well, Geekroom just tipped me $9.30, says, the Yakuza 7 streams are great. It's nice to listen to while doing some homework. See, I agree there. Like, I like these streams for that. I do. Because we're working towards a goal, and I get to just relax and chill and talk with you guys and have fun. I mean, we could easily just do discussion streams. You realize I don't have to have a game in the background. We could just do, like, once a week. We could do, like, a late-night discussion stream or something. It doesn't have to be a fucking game like this to grind it, you know?
Yeah? Well, I got this. Don't get cocky. Take this. Take this. Cool.
Did I have a poster over my bed growing up? I remember the posters I used to have. I used to have a big X-Men poster that was like Jim Lee art. It was all the characters from X-Men. I had a giant Transformers poster, which was really cool. I had all the Transformers drawn in this really stylistic way. It wasn't like shitty. It was really well done. Oh man, I'm trying to remember now. I had more than a few big posters back in the day. I think at one point I had video game characters too, but damn, I can't remember what it was. It's been so long. My favorite one was the X-Men poster. It was huge. It was like, seriously, like 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. It was this long scroll. And it had all the X-Men like posing. Jim Lee drew it, and it had all their names next to it. It was really, really well done. It was from the early 90s. It was the early 90s X-Men. Thank you, Geeker, for that tip. That's why I put on the Gunner glasses, because we hit the halfway tips goal, even though I totally forgot to announce it. Thank you, Geeker. We did hit $50 in tips here. I guess that's where it's going to end for tonight, because the stream's about to end, everybody. So thank you for at least getting us halfway to the tips goal. We can't always hit the tips goal, especially with a game like this. I'm not gonna harp on it and be upset that in the last Yakuza stream here that we didn't hit the tips goal. It's cool. Thank you to those who did contribute, though. Shirtless Mofo just cheered. He said, apparently a lot of people are pissed off the new design of the bunny girl from Space Jam 2. What the hell? Oh, I haven't even seen it. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Lola Bunny? Is it Lola Bunny returning? Isn't it weird that Lola Bunny was a character originally made just for Space Jam, and then she never continued with the Looney Tunes? You know what I mean? Like, all the classic Looney Tunes characters were in Space Jam, and then they added that new character, Lola Bunny, to be like a female player because they wanted a female influence in the movie that was like a good sports player. And then they removed her from all content after that. She was never anything else. This is... Alright. She was? I'm being told she was. What the hell was she in? She was? What? I don't remember seeing a single thing. There was a new Looney Tunes show? There was? Oh. Well, I didn't know that. I never saw it. No, I've never seen any Baywatch movies, Derek. No. Well, Ultra Goku, thanks for the cheer, but I'm not going to read your troll message, but I do appreciate the cheer regardless. There you go. Oh, I'm sure that David Hasselhoff has had many guest appearances in many different movies, but I'm not saying I don't think you've ever seen a movie of him as the star or anything. Alright, guys, well, here's the deal. The game claims 90 hours. That's not even true. I've definitely played Yakuza 7 for over 100 hours. It's just that I think it doesn't count cutscenes and the like. But it's been a great run. Alright? I really enjoyed playing the game as a new release over, the end of 2020. I enjoyed doing, the full story, all the optional content, all through early 2021. I enjoyed doing this post-game grind for the last month and a half with you guys. At this point, though, let's be honest, I just don't see me beating that optional super dungeon unless we do this, like, weekly for the next 2-3 months. I mean that. Like, imagine doing this for 2-3 more months and maxing out the jobs, because as you can see now, we did actually max out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the jobs. So we could go right now, we could go swap again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I really enjoy this, but at the same time, I could totally understand why some people are tired of it. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like we could... I feel like we could do something else just like this and still chill and have a good time together, and it doesn't have to be me grinding for a fruitless end. You know what I mean? I have the feeling this is going to be like so much time and effort put into it, and I may not ever see that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, we may never beat that final dungeon. So, the way I kind of see it, again, I'm going to say this is the end of the playthrough, and unless someone somehow can convince me otherwise and say, no, Phil, you just got to do this, this, and this to beat it, I want to say this is basically the end of the playthrough, Like, I don't foresee myself coming back and doing this week after 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 week. Geekworm just sent me $1.30, says, it appears you're right about Lola. She didn't even exist before the first Space Jam. Right, I remember that she was an original character for Space Jam 1. But I just don't remember Looney Tunes, like, doing anything with her after, because then again, I don't think Looney Tunes really did much after anyway. So, well, thank you, Ultra Goku, for another cheer. Alright, so my feeling is, at this point, it's dead. And if ever we need to come back, I will keep my cloud save up in the cloud. Up there somewhere, wherever the cloud may be. It's a real cloud, right? That stores all the game saves. There's a cloud up in the sky holding all my game saves right now. So wherever the save will be up there, if ever we decide to resume the playthrough, I could do it. But at this point, I think we should do other stuff. Like, for example, I would like to play more Call of Duty. I would like to maybe implement another late night playthrough, something different, rather than focus on this anymore. I think at this point, it's time to kind of retire it and figure out what the question is. What do you guys want to see as a late night chill stream? Think about it. We're not going to talk about it tonight because I got to get out of here. But think about it. What would you like to see take over? But for those who followed along this entire playthrough from start to finish, thank you. Yakuza 7, my game of the year 2020. Outstanding game. I love it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until they make another game, whether it's Judgment 2 or the next shot, whatever it may be. I cannot wait. Okay? Thank you guys very much for all of your support during the playthrough. See you later.